So I'm here in the hot spot location where the yowies were spotted, and I'm going to go down here and we're going to find evidence if we can. They normally don't hurt humans, but down here we're talking about yowies that were just following people on their bikes and just basically trying to get away from people that found them by accident. And apparently they run up the hills really fast and it's like really crazy. So let's go and see what we can see, guys. Come on. Doing the yowie hunts. We are in a hot spot on my own. And we are going to walk through here because literally the whole path around this area, just above Sydney, I'm not going to say exactly where it is, but there's yowies everywhere here. And they're big. And they've scared people, men in particular, who tend to go out here on their bikes and go walking with other mates. You know, and I'm talking like 30, 40 years ago as well. Some of the stories on YouTube, several guys actually, which you guys might have heard about, fire hands. Look up yowie sightings on YouTube and you will see fire hands and other yowie sightings are around the Central Coast, which is just where I'm at the moment. I'm not going to say exactly where, obviously, but this whole area behind here, there's all fire trails, and these fire trails, guys have seen yowies, and they're big hairy men. That's all we know, is they're big hairy men, and they follow you. And apparently they're about 7 or 8 foot tall. Could you imagine that? Like literally, I'm 5'8", so that would go up to about, so there's the ground. That would go to about there. They could snap you in two and rip your head off easily. But let's not think about that. There's been dogs ripped in half, spotted on these roads, just actually down here. The guys were riding their mountain bikes. The guys were riding their mountain bikes, and they have seen a half a dog. The bottom half, like it was ripped in half. Gross, right? So a couple of days later or a week later, he's come back to do another ride and the dog was gone. And he said it just looked like some wild dog or something. Big, not a small dog. So yeah. So guys, I've just stopped on one of the roads and I've noticed a smell. It is, I'm going to try and describe this. Perhaps could be a yowie in there. Or in there. But as soon as I walked just past this bit here, I could smell like it's like a dead animal mixed with rubbish and a little bit of wet dog and a little bit of, it could just be rubbish in there, I don't know, but I'm telling you, this is what I'm smelling right now. So let's keep going. It could be a yowie right beside me. There literally could be one there and I can't see it because this shrub is so thick and just you can't see anyone in it. There could be 10 people hiding in there. You wouldn't see it. But let's keep going. Right. So we are going to keep going, and I'm the only one here now because the lady just went past me with her kid. And I'm thinking, a lady comes here with a child? What? No. Don't people know what's out here? God, they must be very camouflaged. Well, some of the stories that have been told, some of the stories that are on YouTube about riding their bikes along here or coming out camping here in some secret cave. One of my mates that I know as a kid, he came up here always camping and hanging out and having fun with his mates, and he saw the hairy man clearly, pretty clearly, at night with a fire that it lit itself so they can light fires, which is freaking amazing. Like, how do they do that? Caveman shit. It's caveman shit. How on earth can a yowie light a fire? Like, what? I find that fascinating, guys. And lighting a fire and putting it out with his hands once he saw all the guys, and I'm talking 20 years ago, 25 years ago now, that they came up here a little bit down further behind the tip. And there's also been lots of BIGFOOT, barefoot, which I'm going to go down here and have a look. Footprints, barefoot footprints, massive, like about 15 feet long and wide, really, really wide. So there's mud down here. We're going to see if there's any footprints. And as you're walking, guys, if you're doing your research, going out and doing that, look down. We've got dog footprints here. They could be wild dogs, but some people bring their dogs here for a walk, which they're not supposed to. They do it. What's that? Don't know what that is. I haven't got my glasses on. It's birds. So look down at the tracks, because this tells you where things are, where they're walking to, and what they are, basically. So they're people tracks, obviously. Keep looking. Let's look down at the footprints, the tracks. Tracking is a great way of knowing what's around you. I don't know, because humans come here. That could be a human footprint of a kid. But look at it, it's got little toes and everything. Dog. But guess what? It's cold. Why would there be a human? Why would there be a human kids here? Look how wide that is. I'll show you how wide that is. My hand. That's really little. Why would it be here in the winter if it's a human? It's kind of good evidence. Canine footprints. Small, very small, like dogs, little dogs. There's another one. So we're just stepping over the line of, we've got the thicket bushes in there. All around us, thicket. I don't have a creep factor today. But there's a track. Broken tree track. That probably means, as you can see, there's a track going through there and something really high has gone through. You can tell by the sort of opening. That's how you know what's been in there. We'll keep walking this way. They even can hide up trees, apparently. They climb trees. Which I didn't know until I watched Terror in the Woods in America, because they have hairy men there too, which they call Bigfoot. This is where it gets creepy, guys. Down here. Boom. Creep. So, we are in the territory of the Yowie, the Australian Bigfoot. This area here, and as you can see, if I'm walking on the road, you can see how thick this is behind me. Right, check it out. And we're just going to keep walking. Open our ears, we listen. Listen very carefully at anything snapping or noises or mumbling. I normally can feel if they're around me. I don't feel like anything's around me right now. But there was a whole bunch of trucks that just came through here. So we'll just keep walking. They don't normally, Yowies wouldn't normally come in this stuff because they're taller than that. Would be easily seen and they like to hide. They're very elusive, very elusive. Let's keep going. I did a really nice thing today. I wrote this to the police. I went to the police station. I wrote some letters of thanks of all the help that they do and all the work that they do that no one thanks them for, and that everyone's whinging about police this, police that, and the job they do is fucking hard. So I wrote them a couple of letters and a card, and I went in there and I gave it to them, and the police officer, his heart melted. She couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. So I was kind of anonymous. I didn't really read my real name, but you probably won't find out who I am. Did a good deed. Spread some shine, guys. Spread some rainbow in the world. Spread some good energy. Do nice things. Write letters to people. Lift up their spirits. Fill their heart with love. It really does make people's day. Just heard a loud roar coming from the mountain. I'm here by myself. What the fuck? That was so loud. It sounded like a steam train. I want to go further. If they're 8 feet tall, I'm 5'8". Look at me, hot as fuck. Look at me. Nice. Now, what do I do? Do I keep going? Or do I turn around and go back that way? I decided to keep going. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this. Like I said, I just heard a really loud roar. And it was really loud. And if a big yowie steps out and looks at me, I'm going to faint. It's really far back to the car. I might just go down here and then I'll turn around. It's going to do it for today, guys. Hang on. Seriously, it'd probably make me have a breakdown if I saw one. They're 8 feet tall, guys. Some guys even said the ones in this area are like 10 feet. Could you imagine like walking along here, next minute a 10-foot creature stands there all hairy, staring at you? They're probably watching me right now. Animal track. And this is how you tell how big the creature is. See how low that is? See how low it is? And like there's a hole that's been travelling through there like a kangaroo, fox. If they're really tall, that means something big's been going through. I'm just trying to get a bit of exercise as well. Footprints. Guys, if you're in the bush and you see a little yowie, like a baby one or a little kid one, better fucking run. Better run. Because they will tear you apart if the parents, because the parents will be near you. They'll be nearby. So they're going to want to protect their little one. Very protective parents. And there'd be like cousins, brothers, sisters, mum and dad. They'll tear you limb from limb, kidnap you and eat you probably. So if you see a little one and you're in the bush, run. Literally run for your life. You won't survive it. As far as I'm going today, guys. Let me show you where I normally go, but I'm not now. You go down there. That's the thick forest and that's in there, which is the dangerous area because there's thick trees, really big ones. Down there, behind the tip. And that's where the big BIGFOOT has been seen. See all the trees? All of that there. Down in there. Nope. Not today, guys. That's going to do us for our investigation today. Love ya. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Burrs. I'm just going to do a yell in a minute. Not now, while I'm in the middle of nowhere. But I will do a scream. And it will be, if it gets reversed back to me. The yell, guys. Can't hear anything yelling back. Nothing yelled back. Oh shit. I'm leaving it in there. I'm done.